Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into the love you give me. We're diving into episode 26. I just finished reacting to episode 25. And yeah, we've got a couple little plot points to wrap up, and I'm very interested to see just how we are going to go about getting Chang's mistress to be his undoing, because there's so many times he keeps treating her a certain type of way, and you see that look in her eyes, and I'm like, you push her too far and you're gonna push her off the edge and you're gonna regret it. So it seems as though we might be inching closer to that reality, so we're gonna dive in and see where episode 26 takes us. Hey, what another wild and fun episode. So where do we start? So Minhui thought about the offer that Kiran gave her, and against her better judgment for her own well-being, she has such a big heart for the team that she has built, and she doesn't want to see them have their lives made miserable. So she's like, okay, I will endure this so that the project is seen to fruition, the team is left alone. But she gave him stipulations. I will stay if A, Miss Cow is the only person above me, and B, nobody can mess with my team. Yifong, he can't discipline, can't talk to my team, none of that. And like, okay, we made that agreement, boom, boom, done. So then Minhui, comes back and basically lets Yifong know, hey, I've already made this deal. You want to know why? Go ask him, but don't fuck with my team. Back up. Because, again, both he and Kiran are very, very incredibly sexy, but awful scumbag people. The characters, not the actors. I'm sure the actors are great people, but the characters are awful, awful human beings. Waste of space. So he, in my mind, or in your mind, you might think it would be obvious that, maybe I should stop these actions that I'm constantly doing, because I keep getting reprimanded. I keep ending up in certain situations, whether it's people threatening me or, reading me the riot act or whatever it is. I keep getting put in these situations that are unpleasant for me. So maybe I should stop acting like such a disgusting human being to these people. Maybe I should stop harassing these women in the workplace. Maybe I should, not do this. That would be a thought that would pop in my head if I were ever in that situation, which I never would be, because A, I'm a very homosexual man, so women do not garner that attention for me, but B, I just have a sense of morality and this thing where I like to treat other human beings like human beings, call me old-fashioned. So it may not make sense to you or I, but for that type of person, they don't learn their lesson until they learn their lesson. So he has yet to really truly learn his lesson. Yes, he's been in some uncomfortable situations. Some people may have beat him up or hit him or this, that, the other, but he's not really learned yet. So he keeps doing the same things. Same thing with Kiran. Like, he keeps finding ways to get out of the situations, like he did all those years ago when Minhui filed the report against him, and they just changed the narrative. Oh, she tried to seduce me. They tried to do the same narrative with Minhui, where it's like, hey, she seduced me and failed, and she got upset, so that's why she's fabricating this, that, the other. They haven't learned their lessons yet, and they're just going to keep on with that behavior. So he keeps getting handsy, this, that, the other, and I do appreciate again, I've said it before, where like Minhui and Miss Cow have kind of taken Mei Mei under their wing, and just trying to show her that it's okay to stand up for herself. It's okay to fight for what she wants. It's okay to not just passively go with whatever the man in charge is telling you to go with because you're out of fear of losing your job or something like that. It's okay to have whatever feelings or whatever morals you want to have and stick to them. And that you should, stand up for what you believe in. So I love that they've had that sort of nurturing relationship with her. Women supporting women, keep saying it. I love to see it happen. And you've seen the growth in her throughout the series. You've seen how she's still, a little shy at times, or a little more passive, but you can see how much she has changed and how much she has grown into this woman who is willing to stand up for herself. She may not always have as aggressive or as assertive of an attitude to stand up for herself like Minhui or Miss Cow might, and then they might swoop in and deal the final blow to asshole over there. But she's learned to start to take more care of herself. So I love that she recorded, because we love a good recording as proof. We love to see it happen. I said it earlier in the episode, or end of last episode, when Minhui was talking with Kiran. I was like, you know what? I would not enter a room with this man without my phone recording at all times, because this is perfect. Just examples right here. Like, hey, this is what happened. This is what was said in this room. Blah 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 blah. Here's my proof. Y'all don't want to believe me. Here's my fucking proof. So yeah, I'm glad that she did that. I'm glad that nothing happened to her, because I was very, very concerned when they just kind of pulled away from the shot in a distance, and they just kind of faded into whatever, and then we went to the next scene. I'm like, don't tell me they are actually going to show or have him successfully attack her. Please don't tell me that's what's going to happen. This poor girl, that granted that happens all the time in life, unfortunately, but I'm like, in the series, please don't tell me that's where we're going right now, because we're finally getting her to, again, stand up for herself and whatnot. So I would love to see her take on that sort of Minhui role where you're like, okay, I'm going to fight off this attacker. Yes, it will still scare me. I will still be shaken and whatnot, because it's a very frightening experience to go through, I can imagine. But, still showing that level of just resourcefulness to fight him off in whatever way, shape, or form, whether that's kicking him in the balls or hitting him over the head with something, whatever. I don't know how she escaped. Maybe he came to his senses. I don't know. But thankfully nothing happened to her. Nothing, it didn't go any further than it ended up going. So thankfully that was not the case. But yes, I do love her swooping in with the police, hey, here's my evidence, blah, 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 blah. And everyone seemed shook in the office, which I'm like, are we really that surprised? We've worked with him long enough. We've seen his interactions with women in general. How he still has had this job all this time, I don't know. Because he doesn't, from what they've shown us, he doesn't seem to be a great boss. He doesn't really seem to be a competent director or employee for the company. So I'm like, I don't know why he is still in this position, but whatever he is. So yeah, I liked how Minhui just came in there, just slapped him left, right, up, down, and everybody was just kind of chiming in oh, Sister Minhui is a badass, and she's kind of leading this revolution against him. You know what? Let's join him, because he has been harassing us and making our lives hell. So let's give him a little taste of his medicine. We love to see an asshole get what he deserves. It's a beautiful sense of catharsis. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm not happy that Kiran is still out here trying to force himself on Minhui. I don't understand his thought process, but then again, I don't understand a lot of his thought processes in general, because I'm just not that kind of person who would out here and try and sexually assault and harass these employees. It's not anything that's in my makeup. So I guess he sees it as a power thing. Like I think when he was in the hospital and he was talking to Jean C, there might have been some talk about him liking her genuinely or loving her or something, or like, how did you get her? And it's like, no, whatever you're feeling, I don't think it's actually love, because love would not make you do those things. It seems more like a possession type thing. Like she's an object he wants to possess. It's Mount Everest he's not climbed yet. It's this game he's not won yet, so he's trying to use all of his power to win this object. So he's taken over the company. He's boxed her in, like, okay, you have to keep this job, otherwise I'm going to make these people's lives hell, this, that, the other. And now he's like, well, you can't leave, otherwise I'm going to make these people's lives hell, so I'm going to just keep forcing myself on you. And like I don't think that, like, yeah, he might be like physically attracted to her, that she's hot, she's beautiful, so yeah, but like I don't, it's not a love thing. It's a, I don't know. It's a disgusting other thing that he doesn't really seem to have much control over. He's I don't know. So I'm hoping that Jinxie will be able to like break through to the mistress. Like obviously, we have her in a safe place now, because all the evidence that she had in the house, which she may have made a little mistake telling Kiran that, hey, I've got all of this evidence, everything from 5 years ago, I've got the evidence still. Little mistake telling him that, or a mistake telling him that and not expecting him to retaliate in some way, shape, or form. Like, he has lots of money at his disposal, and he's done lots of underhanded illegal things to get to this point in life. So having someone search your house for this evidence is not out of the realm of possibility. So like, if I were her and I had said that, the second I got my ass home, I would take all evidence. Maybe, well, I might leave something there just so if he did send somebody to come break in, they could find something. But I would take all the major evidence, or take copies of it, and I would stash it somewhere that is not in my house. Maybe it's at a friend's house. Maybe it's at my parents' house. Maybe it's in my bank safety deposit box. I don't know. But I would stash a copy, whether it's a digital copy or a physical copy, somewhere else, just so on the off chance he comes and tries to take what I have, I still have a backup plan. And who knows, maybe she did. Maybe episode 27, 28 will roll around and be like, hey, I had backup files. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I definitely would have done that as soon as I got home, because I would not take the chance of losing my leverage. You put him in this very uncomfortable situation, showing that, hey, I'm kind of holding the cards. I hold the power right now over you. I can fuck up your life. Okay, I can let this bomb drop and I can fuck up your world. So you make your choice. You already showed him you had that power, so I would make sure that I still have that leverage backed up somewhere, just in case something were to happen, because he's not just going to take it lying down. You've seen how manipulative he can be. That's how you got in this situation. So hopefully they'll be able to reach her and get her to give them what they need to take him down. Yeah. So we'll have to see where the next couple episodes takes us. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah.
Stranded here, stranded here, stranded.